Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and welcome to the 12th episode of my second 1 Billion Iron Ingot Challenge. In today's episode, I am going to spend most of my time working on a creative way to get ender pearls and enderium ingots. However, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my void ore miner that I have down in my basement. Right now, I have a tier 1 variant, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade that to the tier 2. But first, I actually need to do a few things, and I guess first off, I need to actually make a tier 2 void ore miner controller. Now, to do that, we need a tier 1 void ore miner controller. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make another one, and it shouldn't, I don't think it'll be a problem. I think I have everything I need. So let's see if we can't get everything that we need for this. Next is diode. I need litherite blocks, and I can make those because I have a decent amount of litherite now, because you can actually get litherite from the void ore miner tier 1. So I have some of that now. Let's see, I don't think I have a laser lens, so let's get that next. Clear laser lens is what we need, so voila. And then we should be able to make a tier 1. Next, to make the tier 2, we'll need another block of diamond. And then we'll need some of these erodium blocks, as well as a laser lens. There we go, another laser lens. And then we need these erodium blocks. But the thing is, you can only get erodium from void ore miners. You can get them from any tier of void ore miners. So luckily, I do have some erodium here. I have 99. So let's go ahead and dial this up. I need, 6 blocks of this. So there we go, and then I should be able to make a tier, oh whoops, wrong button, sorry about that, tier 2 void ore miner controller. Where'd you go? There we go. So I should be able to make that. The next thing I need to do is I need to place this down, and I need to give it a right or a left click. Okay, so actually, I don't think I'm going to be able to complete this thing, and that's because I don't quite have enough erodium. Because for the 32 structure frame tier 2 or above, I think I need 2 erodium per. So I'm not quite there yet. So let's look at this real fast. Structure. Yeah, I need 2 erodium per each one. So I'm actually going to have to shelve this. So that's unfortunate. I'll work on that next time. So let's just put that away. And okay, so most of this episode is going to be spent on a creative way to make ender pearls. And what we're going to do is there are lots of ways to make ender pearls here. But most of them I don't have access to at this point. But there is one thing I can do. And let me find that. Casting. You can cast resonant ender into ender pearls. And one way you can get resonant ender is liquefying resonant endstone in a Magma Crucible. So that's exactly what I'm going to do in today's episode. So let's, and I can do that because my void ore miner gives me this resonant endstone here. So we can turn this into ender pearls, and we can turn it into enderium ingots, which is obviously really, really valuable. So let's get started. First off, I need to make another Magma Crucible. So let's do that real fast. Need a couple copper gears. Need some nether bricks here. And I may or may not have hardened glass. It looks like I do. Cool. And then I need some stuff from Tinker's Construct. Actually, first off, I know I need grout. So let's get some grout, because that'll take a while to furnace up. It is made with clay, gravel, and sand in equal parts. I have lots of all of those resources. So I have 451 clay. I have 378 sand. And then let's see how much gravel I have. 357. So let's go ahead and make several stacks of this. 6 stacks should be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump 3 stacks in this furnace and 3 stacks in this furnace. And what that will make is, let's look at this. It'll make, whoops, it'll make seared bricks, and then we can make some stuff with seared bricks. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to wait for all this grout to cook up, and once that's done, I will be right back. So while I was smelting up that grout, I ran into a problem, and it is with my power system. My redstone furnaces over here are out of power, and that's because how I've done my power system, it kind of needs to be rerouted, because originally these coal generators down here were going to produce the power for all of the stuff in here, but I've kind of defuncted these. I'm not using them, at least not very often. So what I have done is I have started drawing power from the extreme reactor in the basement here. But the thing is, I don't have this grid hooked up so that the machines on this side of my base can get energy from the extreme reactor in the basement. And that's because this, as in the right side of my base right here, is all connected to the leadstone flux duct that is hooked up to this energy cell. But it is set in only output mode to the right, so it cannot actually, this energy cell cannot draw power from the extreme reactor in the basement. It can only draw power from these coal generators. Unfortunately, all the machines on this side of my base, the left side, is all connected to this energy cell. So what I can do pretty simply is I should be able to put this as input and then put this as output over here. What I'm going to do is I'm only going to allow it to draw so much power. I'm going to put it to draw, say, 300 RF per tick, and that's because my extreme reactor in the basement is producing around 1000 RF per tick. 660, give or take, goes to the void ore miner, so I don't want too much of it to be eaten up by this energy cell, especially while it's buffering like it is right now. So as we can see, these machines have started back up. They're all full of power. So far, everything else is running as well. So that's good. This energy cell looks like it's still in good shape, and so does this one. So everything looks to be pretty good. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to fill in all the holes I just dug up to work on my energy grid. And once I have all that done, I will be back. So not all of my grout is done, but a lot of it is. So I have a bunch of seared bricks right here, and what I need to do with these seared bricks is, actually, let's take a look at what we can do with the seared bricks. I need to make a smelter controller. I only need one of these. I'm going to need, let's do 2 faucets. Oh, whoops. And they're made like that. Let's see what else. Let's do 1 casting basin, and then we can do, oh, where's the casting table? I want a casting table. Let's see what else. I need a couple of these smeltery drains, and the smeltery drains are actually how you get the liquid out of and into the smeltery. And actually, I'm going to need a 3rd one of those, so I need to go back and make another one. So there we go. We got 3 of those. Let's see what else. I'm going to need a lot of these seared bricks, this right here. So let's go ahead and do something like this. I kind of think I'm going to need more than that. So let's go ahead and do that. And then let's start building this thing. You can make these smelteries very, very small, or you can make them very, very big, depending upon what you actually want out of them. So, okay, so actually, let me grab some wood, because I'm going to build a new building for this. So I should probably get my boundaries first off. So let's grab some dark oak wood, because that's what I'm going to be using. Let's see if I have any doors. I don't. I can make a door, or several, either way. So my building's going to be right beside this building right here. Let's say the edge is going to be right here, with the corner right there. I'm not sure how big this thing's going to be quite yet. But what I do know is I want my smeltery to have 2 blocks on each side. So let's say one side's going to be right here. I think the interior of my smeltery is going to be 5 by 5. So I should be able to make it like this. And you can make these smelteries pretty small. I want to say, I'm not sure if you can do 1 by 1 or not. I'm pretty sure you can do 2 by 2. So the interior dimensions of this will be 5 by 5. And then let's say our controller will go. We can do it right here. I need a seared tank, and I don't have that with me. So the seared tank's going to go right there. Let's actually also... Let's do our two seared faucets over here. Or, yeah. Oh, whoops. My bad. So let's place a smeltery drain here and a smeltery drain right here. And then I'm going to place a smeltery drain over here. This will actually be an inlet, the one over here. And we'll get to that when we do. But that won't be quite just yet. So over here, we're going to have this one be for a casting table, and then this one be for a casting basin. And to actually get the liquid out, we need a faucet, and that just clicks on like that. Cool. So now I need a tank, which I didn't grab. Wrong building. Okay, so smeltery bricks. And they are called seared bricks. That's what I need. I need a tank. I'm gonna need a few more of these seared bricks. I should have them by now. Yeah, definitely have more than I need. So let's go ahead and make that. And then I think I'll have just about everything I need for right now, except for lava. The smeltery is going to run off of lava, so I can actually manufacture lava. And I'm going to do that out of netherrack. If you put netherrack into a magma crucible, it will make lava. It does take quite a bit of power, and it does take a little bit of time, but we can just make lava here. Let's get a few buckets for that lava to go in. Let's actually get more. So obviously I have a decent amount of iron at this point. Actually, after all said and done, I always like to carry 8 extra buckets with me. Buckets are always nice to have, and they stack when they're empty, so why not carry some with me? Let's put the tank right here, and then the final seared brick here. If everything is placed in a position that's valid, this smeltery controller will have flames right here. So this tells me that it is valid. It has 200 ingots of capacity, which is completely used, or not used, completely free, I should say. But it has no fuel. I need to put lava into this tank. That won't be too big of a problem, though. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to try to put this Magma Crucible right here and have it output directly into the smeltery. I'm not sure if it'll let me or not, but that's what we're going to try. And I need to hook this up to some sort of power source. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to route some flux duct all the way from over here into here. And that actually shouldn't be a problem. All I should have to do is go down a little bit and go over. And then we should have some flux duct right here. Fantastic. And I should be able to fly. Except I'm kind of stuck in between blocks here. There we go. Better. So let's grab some sand and cover this up. Let's see, this has power. I have this set to automatically output to the back, so let's grab some of that resonant endstone, or whatever it's called. I think it's resonant endstone, and let's see if we can't cook some of that up. Right now I have 75. Let's just grab like most of it. All of it. Let's grab all of it. And let's see if I have any buckets of lava. Oh, I never put the buckets in here. Derp. Okay, so the buckets should be in here. Cool. Now we can fill this thing up. Okay, so let's just do one, and I use my scroll wheel to do that. Apparently this cooks up really, really fast. Sweet, and that automatically outputs to here. That's fantastic. So what I'm going to do next is I need to put, let's say some emeralds in there, because actually I need to do gold. My bad. Let's do 1 ingot of gold, and let me actually show why. In the smeltery, actually, I'm not sure if I can do this or not. Smeltery controller. Yes. Okay, that's what I needed. Nope. In the... Oh, maybe I need the drain. Nope. Anyways, let me actually just look up, say... let's just do ender pearl. So I can make ender pearls with a smeltery with a gem cast. And I can make a gem cast with 2 ingots of gold with an emerald. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get 2 ingots of gold. And I'm going to grab an emerald. And let's run back out there. Let's not drop our food. I really need to go to bed. Let's throw some lava in here. And then let's take a nap because this is ridiculous. I don't want to deal with these monsters. So while we're sleeping up, that should be cooking up. Doesn't require... The smeltery is pretty efficient in terms of lava usage, so that's always nice. And let's throw another bucket of lava in here. Let's see. Our gold is smelted up. Gold smelts really, really quickly. Oh, wow. He dropped a lot of stuff. To get something... to be able to use something with one of the faucets, what you do is you have to have it at the bottom here. So you can just click it to put it on the bottom. Whatever you need to cast. So right now we need the gold. We need this diamond. We need to put the diamond right here. And then we need to cast a gem cast. And as soon as that hardens, boom, we have a gem cast. So now what we can do is, since the only thing we have in here is resonant ender, we can hit that. And we should have ender pearls. Look at that. We can make ender pearls out of this right here. In addition, I can also make the ingots of resonant, or not ingots of resonant ender, but the enderium ingots. And let's get one of those cooking up. Obviously, enderium is really valuable. So being able to make it fairly easily right now is going to be awesome. So how we make this in the smeltery is, let's see, alloying. We need... there's 3 buckets or 3 ingots of lead, 1 ingot of platinum, and essentially 1 bucket of resonant ender equals 4 ingots of enderium. I know that's the equivalency. That's not actually what it is right here. This is like 3/4 of an ingot. This would be 1/4 of an ingot, and this would be 1/4 of a bucket. But anyways, it's a 3 to 1 to 4 ratio. So right now, actually, let's get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory because it's a little crowded right now. That needs to go away. We'll need that to build with. Okay, so I need some platinum and I need some lead. Let's do 3 ingots of lead. Let's do 1 ingot of platinum. And I'm getting platinum from my void ore miner, just like I'm getting pretty much everything else. The void ore miner is really good for getting some of the rarer stuff, like emeralds and platinum. So that's always really nice. So right now I have 2 gems of ender pearls. Let's go ahead and throw in 1 more resonant endstone. And this cooks up really, really fast. So that's obviously really, really nice to have. So I can make these ender pearls really, really quickly right now. That's fantastic. So right now I have 4 gems of resonant ender in there, which is equivalent to a bucket. If I melt up this lead and this platinum, it should all mix together and become enderium, or it should become 4 enderium ingots, which is fantastic. So looks like platinum smelts up really, really slow. So while that's going on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building my building around this. So obviously we're going to have our door right here, and then I can just kind of build around. And let's see, wall goes here, I think. Yup. So that's going to be pretty fantastic, being able to make some awesome stuff with the smeltery. I am really excited about this. Now, obviously, at the beginning of the series, I could have gone with Tinker's Construct to make a hammer, but I went with a flux spore. Tinker's Construct is still a really cool mod, even if I do think the flux spore is better than hammers or shovels or excavators and all that stuff. It's still a really cool mod, and obviously still very useful, because once that platinum ingot smelts down, we'll have a nice, easy source of Enderium ingots. Come on, melt, sir. I don't know if it's actually melted yet or not. Let's check on it after I get done with this layer right now. She's almost there. There we go. Look at that. Oh, and before I can actually do this, I need to make an ingot cast, which I obviously forgot to do. This is not real hard though. I need to grab 1 ingot of something. It can be anything. I like to use iron because I have a lot of iron. So let's throw that in there. Let's throw that in there. Let's keep this with me. And let's see here. I need 2 gold ingots to actually make the cast itself. So what we have to do is throw the gold in here again. Gold smelts really, really fast. I just need to put my iron ingot right here. And then once the gold is melted up, which apparently isn't happening as fast as I thought it would, I can go ahead and make an ingot cast, and then I can cast these ingots right here. So let's see, gold at the bottom, make a cast. Look at this. I'm excited. So yeah, I think that's just about it. One more thing I want to do is I want to put a chest in this building, but other than that, I'm pretty much done, and I'm pretty much excited. In between episodes, I will finish out the building. I'll put a roof on it and everything, but I don't really need to do that right now. So let's grab a chest. Let's throw this in there. I'm super excited about this, because this is a super easy way to make those ingots, and they are really, really valuable. So let's go ahead and put our casts in here. 2 casts we'll need. We'll also put a stack of this resonant endstone, which obviously I'm going to use quite a bit in here. And yeah, I think that's it. So in today's episode, I built this smeltery right here, which is 100% designed to make ender pearls and the enderium ingots. So I'm really excited. This turned out really, really well. And I can even auto output from this Magma Crucible directly into the smeltery. So that's really, really exciting. Anyways, if you liked today's episode, definitely give it a like. If you enjoy watching automation and modded Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, because that's kind of what I do. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.